What up, world? It's your woman, butterfly. It's your butterfly. Y'all know y'all don't even pay no attention to me, cause I'll be saying I'm gonna do stuff and I try to do it, okay? I try. As long as I try. So I'm trying to make a theme song. But probably because that's the least important thing about my show. And I like singing to y'all. Y'all my babies. But anyway, y'all, I had just been so busy. Like, so freaking busy. All I do is get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, get back up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, get back up. And it's like, that's just what my life is right now. So, but I'm trying to get to a pot of gold, so I'm not going to stop. And also, I'm just happy that I'm not where I used to be. So happy that I'm not, doing the things that I used to do. So I'm grateful. But God will whisper to you in your prayer time or in your dreams, like He did, and ask you, to get back on your spiritual grind. Like, use your talents, the talents He gave you for His will. So it's like, what have you done for God lately? So He did that to me, and I'm like, dang, I need to get back on my show. Like, my show is so backed up. Like, there's something on Halloween that happened that I need to tell y'all about. So that's how backed up it is. But my last episode that I made, I noticed some people didn't like it. I had like 112 subscribers and it went all the way down to 107. But I can't make you like it, and it's like, that's the truth. That's really what happened. So I was talking about Mr. Bad Romance, and y'all, let me tell y'all what else happened. Okay, because that situation really hurt me. Like, it like carved a hole in my heart. You know what I mean? And it's sad because that hole doesn't need to be there, and God will fill any hole in your heart that you have. Okay? A couple of weeks ago, I was like feeling really bad about it, because I was like, and this is not a continuing episode of Mr. Bad Romance. I just want to tell y'all what God did. Okay? I was feeling really bad about it. I was like, because He had sent me that friend request, but He didn't say nothing to me. So I was like just feeling really hurt. Like, all the hurt just came back, and I was like, I'm gonna write him a letter, a note, or an inbox. I'm gonna inbox him, and because I know it took everything in him to send me that friend request. So I was like, I'm gonna inbox him and just tell him how I feel, and just explain how bad he hurt me, because I don't think he understands that when he did that night, when he pushed me down in front of everyone and we were in the club fighting or whatever, I don't think he understands how bad it hurt, because that night I had nowhere to go. Okay, I was staying with this lady, and she was like a handicapped lady. Like, her family members had put her up in a hotel and left her there, and it was a junkie hotel, and I had to go and lay next to that woman and cry because I didn't have anywhere else to go. I barely had a ride home. All of my money for my room was scattered across the floor in the club that night. So that's the kind of stuff the devil does to you when you are
stay in the left 3 lanes.
In his when you're doing his work. And there's like, it's crazy because I don't really watch a lot of these videos, but when I do come across them on social media, they're getting so freaking horrible. They're getting can y'all see how disgusting they're getting? They're getting disgusting. Like, I came across a clip across these girls, some city girls or whatever, and it's just really bad. Like, I really hope that my daughter's not listening to these girls, because like, I feel like God is calling me to rap against them, because all they do is talk about getting monies and getting bags. It's like they begging for money. They teaching your girls how to be prostitutes and begging for money. They look ridiculous with their fake clown wigs on. They just look disgusting, and they say the most disgusting things. And it's like it's like we've been desensitized to accept this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if Elvis danced a little too hard, it was like, oh my gosh, now nobody cares. There's people butt naked in the videos, and it's like the devil is just waiting. You know, he's like mixing his crap in. So now they got kids dancing around in gay bars, and it's like God is not gonna let this continue. Okay, He's not gonna. All the stuff that they're doing now, God's mercy is like that. That just shows you how merciful God is. Because if He wants, He could just wipe it all away right now. But He's trying to give humanity a chance. But it's like, I'll be praying for more days on this earth and praying for more time for this nation. But it's like you give Him more time, and next thing you know, you see some kid dancing in a strip club. So it's like I'm just like, God, I don't know what you finna do, but I just pray for everybody. Pray for my soul, pray for the souls of my children. Like, I just pray because people think that God ain't gonna flood this circus, but He's gonna flood it. Okay, He gonna flood it with fire. That's what the Bible says. So I don't know. It's like, and then when bombs hit, everybody's like, why is God letting this happen? Because nobody cares anymore. Nobody, like, everybody's heart is wax cold. It's not everybody, but it's like majority of the people. But you know, there's also people turning back to God. So He's trying to give us time, y'all. So let's please not abuse this time that He's given us. You know, and let's speak against evil and just try to walk on this straight, narrow path. Okay, so anyway, I was feeling really, really bad about this whole thing, and I was wondering, I was like, God, you know, I know some people have the devil in him, because He has the devil in him really bad. I'm talking about some people have demons in them, and there's demons outnumber us. That's why people be having like 700 demons in them and stuff. Okay, because demons outnumber us. All right. And people don't like to hear that kind of talk. People that go to church don't like to hear that kind of talk, because they don't talk about that kind of stuff in church. All they do is talk about you, building yourself up, what God's going to do for you, give me some money. That's all they do. They don't tell you about the spiritual warfare that's really going on, okay? They don't tell you that there could be a demon sitting next to you. There could be a demon in you. I have a demon in me that I'm battling right now that's making me eat too much, okay? It's in you. It's a spirit that's in you. Okay. So anyway, I was getting ready to go to an event at this guy's house that owns some motels in Atlanta. Y'all, his house was so big. His house was so big.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
I don't mean to get off subject, but his house was so inspiring, y'all. He had a bowling alley, a freaking movie theater, a dance floor. Like, if I had that house, I would never leave. Like, as soon as you walk in, there's this big, beautiful chandelier, and then there's another one in the den, and the stairs went up, and then it went back down. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is a castle. But anyway, I was going there to do an event, right? And I was like, I had my phone in my hand, and I was thinking about the letter that I was going to write. And I started to write it, and I was thinking about all this stuff, and I was trying to like brainstorm and then like piece it together. You know, I was just going here and there with it, and I just started to cry, because I was like, you know what? He might not even care. I don't even know why I'm writing this. This is stupid. And I was like, well, maybe he does. I don't know, but I just want him to know how bad he hurt me. But anyway, so I'm like writing the letter, and it's like time for me to pull up to work, right? So when I pulled up to work, the first thing I saw was these two guys, right? And one of them is like the head chef, right? Y'all know I want to start a business, right? I want to start a catering business. So let's just say that God just wiped all that pain away. I'm talking about, He just wiped it all away, because the head chef, first he seemed kind of rude, but then he started to, like, you know, talk to me and was asking me where I'm from, and later that night he was like, excuse me, he was like, can I have your number? The way he asked my number, y'all, would never forget. But that whole night he was like doing stuff that a guy that likes you or that's trying to get your attention does. Like, he was like giving me food and, you know, just talking to me, kept finding his way back to me, and we just been talking. we just been talking. That's all we've been doing is talking. But he's like, he's just, I don't know, but let's just say that God made me forget all about that pain that I was having. I'm talking about just wiped it completely away. And I don't know why, but it's like, I was to the point where I was like, I don't want no freaking light-skinned dudes. I don't know why I'm attracted to light-skinned dudes. It's just my preference. I don't even want a light-skinned dude anymore because Mr. Bad Romance is light-skinned and he just ruined it for all of them. But God was like, nope, that's what you think. I already know what you like, okay? Here you go. So, light-skinned chef on deck. And so far, he's made all A's. He hasn't said anything wrong. He hasn't said anything disrespectful. He says that he's intrigued by me, and I really think that it's gonna go somewhere. Like, you know, I just met him though, so I've learned not to get excited. But he's saying stuff like, "I'm gonna take y'all here, and I want to help you," because he's owned restaurants and catering businesses, and he's like, "I want to help you do the paperwork and all that." You know, just. I'm smiling. I'm just smiling. God got me smiling, y'all. Y'all see God got me smiling. Because God is, all the pain that you've been through or that you're going through, he don't want you to feel like that. You know, and it's not, I actually got comfortable with being alone. Okay? I'm actually still comfortable with being alone. But the way I feel about this guy, I feel like he's like something added to what I'm trying to do. You know, something that's going to help. You know, like a helpmate. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's somebody that I'm chasing down. You know what I mean? So I don't know what God is trying to do. I don't know if it's just a friend or what, but yeah. So God made me forget all about that pain. I didn't even finish the letter. I didn't even think about that letter. Because God has stepped in with his sweet self. Okay, let me tell y'all how sweet God is, okay? Because God is really sweet. He's really sweet. He's really sweet. All right. When I was in the club, okay, one of my children was taken away from me, okay? It was just so weird. It was like, when you're doing that kind of stuff, you open the door for the devil to do whatever in your life, okay? It's like a spiritual, this is like an energy field. So when you're sinning, you just saying, here, do whatever. And the devil's throwing all his darts. And you won't have nothing blocking. Nothing, no prayer, no nothing. Okay? And what happened was the police came in. Because the situation went down. And the police came in. There was other children there too. Okay? I promise I'm going to tell y'all this story. But I can't stand telling this story. And I'm going to keep it short. But how was your road trip today? I have to answer in a little bit. Anyway, okay, so back to the story. The thing is, I knew it was the devil. Okay, now that I look back, because there were other children there. Okay, but they didn't take the other children. They took my child. All right, and then after that, it was like I was in jail for one day, and then when I got back out, she was gone. Okay, and it's like I was in the club thinking that the devil was gonna give me the money to go to court. I was like 19, 20. So a 19, 20-year-old dealing with DSS with no support, no nothing, just her by herself in the strip club. Like that's a heavy load, okay? That's a heavy load, and that was like a boulder, a spiritual boulder that the devil put on my head. You know what I mean? Because a 19, 20-year-old dealing with DSS, you're gonna lose, okay? If you don't have, which I didn't have. So, and the other dancers, they heard about what happened, and they used to talk about it and mock me and laugh about it, and they thought it was so funny. And I used to just cry, and it was just so sad because I had to cry, wipe my eyes, and then go on stage. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of dancers with major problems, but you have to hide all that when you get on stage. Okay, you can't let the fact that the police took your child from you show. Okay, so there was a lot of pain during that time that still hurts, because time is time, but God is the Father of time. Time is in His hands, And that's what this world does not understand. That's why they're abusing the time that he's given us. Okay, so time has gone on, and I'm going to say this. Not only did God put because my child went into the system. She went into the system. Okay, not only did God get her out of the system and have somebody take good care of her, but he brought her back to me. So here she is. Say hey, boo. Hey. Yes, Poetry Initial, aka Mini Butterfly. So
I don't like butterflies.
how could you not like butterflies?
SpongeBob is why I don't like butterflies.
Okay. I thought he caught the jellyfish though.
He caught jellyfish, but there was an episode where he was taking care of this caterpillar that turned into a butterfly, and he just no, I don't like butterflies.
Well, all butterflies don't do that.
There's a reason why there's a reason why that episode scared me into not liking butterflies.
Okay. But it just goes to show, see, now she's with me permanently, and we're doing this thing life together, and we're experiencing God together. So it's just really good to have her with me, and it's just another thing that God, I told y'all he's a sweetheart. I told y'all that God is a sweetheart. And yes, she's a little older now, but still, you know, we're together. She's in her young 20s, you know. So we're good. And it's just really good to have my daughter with me, unlike the freaking devil used to promise me. So what I want y'all to do is keep fighting for righteousness. Keep walking on the path of righteousness, okay? Because y'all saw when the Butterfly Show started, how I started. I started under a tree, and I took complete faith in God, okay? And took that leap. And y'all been with me the whole time. I've been pretty much just vlogging my relationship with God. So y'all, God is real. He's really real. He's not a man in a cloud. He's an omnipresent energy. And you know, people are dying every day, and I always think about my day and how it's gonna go. I'm gonna be shaking in my drawers, cause you know, he's just so powerful, you know. And sometimes it's just overwhelming when I think about how powerful God is, you know, to the point where he knows how many hairs you have on your head and stuff like that, you know. So you want to invoke the power, you want to invoke his power, because it's powerful power, okay? So we got to get to Augusta. We're going to get I don't know what this girl want me to call her.
She doesn't like Caterpillar.
She doesn't like Caterpillar. She's really not a Caterpillar anymore, y'all. Caterpillar about to be 15. But we're going to get her, and we're going to have a fun time in Atlanta, because Atlanta's great, y'all. Y'all know I love Atlanta. Okay, so I will see y'all on the next episode of the Butterfly Show. Keep the faith, keep fighting, keep praying, and let's whoop this devil's behind. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.